I don't want to come too late. I want to engage where it happens in business also, because most times businesses before they launch, they bring the what do they call it? The business idea to certain people, a few people to have a buy-in, so they can engage in it, they can be a part of it. But many times those people are too slow. They begin to analyze, they begin to logically look at it and ask questions, and then it moves out of that place. Before those people join the business, they are buying shares for £1,000 each. But the business came to you when it was just a prospect, when it was just an idea. You did not jump in. Now that it has launched publicly, when it says it is now trading on the public market, when they say a business is public, look, your business is public, it's not because it's on the high street. In the marketing terms, when the business is public, it has been launched. Now, people can engage with it from every part of the world. That is when people want to join. Let me tell you now, look at yourself very well in 1 second. Look at yourself. Your life is at the idea stage right now. A lot of people don't want to engage with you because you're still an idea. They cannot figure you out. Are you hearing me? But let me tell you, God bless the people who engage with you now like you got everything working for you, because you're coming to the time, you're about to arrive. You're about to come to the place where everybody would want to engage with you, would want to connect with you, would want to do business with you. Then the people who have the first opportunity to engage with you will turn you down. Will begin to struggle to come in your cycle. When you bring an idea of yourself to people and they judge you by their limited mindset. I gotta warn somebody today. They refuse your idea and say it's too small. Your idea wasn't small. Their minds were too small to see it. Because let me tell you something. See this camera that is here. It doesn't matter how Mike is whistling. I can use the corded mic if this would stop. I can shout. Nothing will stop me today. It doesn't matter how beautiful everything here is. It's wasting his time. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Nothing can stop this anointing. Anointing is here. The anointing is not the mic. It doesn't matter how beautiful this stage is. This camera can only capture based on the size of the lens. Are you hearing me? For those of you watching online, what you're seeing right now is not all there is on stage. If you get that, maybe you got the word. Are you hearing me? Yeah. I'm saying it again, for I can see what they are seeing, so I can tell them. They're restricted by the camera lens. But do you know that this camera has the potential to see everything on stage? But the reason it is not able to see it is because of the type of lens that is attached to it. So the problem, therefore, is not the camera itself, but the lens. And the one operating the lens. Now, I know the lens on this camera, and I know that no matter how Jeremiah manipulates this camera from now till next year, he will not at the moment capture everything on stage. I'm preaching already, Rodrigo. This is how most of our minds operate. That no matter how we bind and loose, no matter how we shout at you, we can pour oil on you until you look like Kentucky Fried Chicken. We can kick you on your backside and drench you in blood and bring you out. Your mind will only capture £1,000 a month. Because of your limited belief, because of your view, because of how you see. And how you see is dependent on where you sit. You wonder why when you go for a football match, some of the seats are costing people £1,000, while some are costing people £60. And you say it's the same football. My dear, it's the same 11 referee, linesman, the same set of people playing, but how you see them is different. Some of you see them like trees because of where you're seated. When they scored, you're calling people at home to say, "We scored the goal," and you were on the You were calling people, Malachi, who scored the first goal? You were in the stadium. You did not see the person that scored because you were seeing them like ants moving around like that. Whilst there were people who were pitch shy. Somebody say pitch shy. Come on now, don't be afraid. There were people that were pitch shy that, as a matter of fact, when they scored, when Ronaldo did his shoe, they could literally feel the energy on his bicep and his muscles. They can feel him. They can even touch him. But you at that time, they were celebrating the goal. You were looking at the scoreboard to see whose name will come out because you don't know who scored. Limited mindset. That is what is happening to a lot of us today, literally, because God is displaying the same image to everybody. But a lot of us are not able to capture the image God is displaying because of our limited mindset. So most of what I do every Sunday is to bring you to the point where you have the opportunity to renew your mind, to get out of the stinking thinking, because it is affecting every part of your life. So they bring an idea to you. You cannot see the idea because of your limited belief. Let me tell you something. Some of the miracles you're expecting will happen when your mind changes. I was going for a business meeting, and I was driving into the hotel where the business meeting was holding in Central London, in East London rather. And when I approached the hotel, the hotel sign says no spaces for cars to park anymore. And I moved around, and the person who invited me said, "Have you parked?" I said no. I said, but I didn't come all the way from Hertfordshire to come and not find a place to park. I refused to not park in this hotel. You hearing me? And I said, I'm going there for another time. It was still showing red. Oh, come on, you got to listen to me because that may just be the message for today. And they said I was approaching and it was still showing red. No spaces. I was still approaching. Now, most of us would have turned back by then. But immediately, I got to the sign, it turned green. It said spaces available. And I drove in. Now, this happened. That is why you got to be careful who you talk to. This happened when the person who invited me said, Dabo, no way you will not find a space to park in this place. The Bible says if two on earth shall agree as in touching anything, including parking space. Most of you think that is only spiritual things you want to buy, including parking space. Are you hearing me? Anything on earth, immediately she said it. Everything lined up, all the elements. Look, let me tell you something. I just want to leave the mic and run. Let me tell you something. If somebody had to move out of that hotel because of me to park at that time, they will move. You don't get it. There is no sentiments to this thing. When God, I keep singing this thing, you guys should have caught it by now. When God has sent his kairos to bless you, if somebody had to move all the way from California to come and live in the UK just because of you for 1 month and find out the weather is not good for them and go back, they will move. You didn't get me. If they have to live here only for a month and find out that, oh, it's not good for me afterward, but that is fine by me, because within that month I will collide with them. Jesus. Touch your head, say, renew my mind.
Renew my mind.
Thanks for watching. Hope our broadcast positively impacted you. Follow Dabo Davies on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Click on the subscribe button and be notified of every time we post new content.